Good evening, folks. It's Track Tuesday on a very, very wet Tuesday evening. As you can see out there, it's not particularly very nice. So I've just pulled up outside the park, and I'm thinking to myself I could do well without this tonight. Well, I've got only less than 2 weeks now. So tonight's session is it's miles tonight. Although the main marathon group are doing 5 times a mile, but they have 3 weeks until their marathon, London Marathon, whereas I've only got less than 2 weeks. I think I'm only going to do 3 tonight, 3 times a mile. I think that's plenty under the circ, especially with this weather being like it is. So going back to the weekend, I had a great park run in the end. Wasn't too bad time wise, because under the circumstances with the conditions. 10-mile run on Sunday as well, which felt fine, no problems at all. Felt nice and easy, as it should do after all the training I've done. So I'm just looking for the same thing this week, really. Just get through the week, reducing the miles down bit by bit.
That's it, I've done it. Done my last track session. Well, I will be down here next Tuesday, but like I said, I need to be doing some strides. 3 reps, 3 times 1 mile with a 200 recovery. Now, I felt really good actually. Felt breathing was all there, my legs felt strong. I think my last rep was about 6, I think it might have been 6:11, something like that. So I'm pretty pleased. Well, I'm very pleased in fact. I've made it to the end of the training now completely. I mean, this is the hard bit now, is the taper. I'm into the serious taper now. I'm going to get myself dried off and get myself home. Nice bowl of hot spinach soup. Sounds really nice, doesn't it? And I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully for a recovery run.
Morning all. It's Wednesday morning. I've just done my recovery run. Pretty muddy up there this morning, but extra cautious this morning not to slip over, obviously, at this stage of my marathon prep, with less than 2 weeks now. So it's really getting close now. So it's almost like a waiting game now. And as per usual, when you're running, when you've done all your training, every little twinge you have, you think, oh, my calf, oh, my knee, all this, all that. It's terrible. It's the worst thing about tapering is that you get all these false signals. Everything is more ultra sensitive. So you have to be like trying to ignore a lot of the little signs that I'm getting. I got a bit of a sore, actually got a sore ankle as well, but probably it's just nothing. So I'm just gonna be careful, be cautious, see how it all goes. It's gonna be very wet and windy this afternoon, so I'm gonna crack on now, get on with my work. So I'll catch you all later.
Morning, folks. Thursday morning, raining again. I'm not really hopeful for Brighton being a dry marathon. I really got a sneaky feeling we're going to have some kind of rain at some point during the day, and possible winds as well. But it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm pretty sure I'm strong enough to get through it and still try and meet my objectives, my time that I require for a good for age for London next year. So you may ask what my good for age time is. Now I'm 53 years old. I'm 54 in July. So after July I'll have 1 more year left of my particular age category. So there's still plenty of time to try and get some decent times in that age group before I move up another slot. So my good for age time for London will be 3:15. So I really need at least a 5-minute buffer, anything up to 10-minute buffer. Looking really for a 3:05 to a 3:10 marathon. So I'm not quite sure 100% what I'm going for yet. Doing a couple loops in my local park. Won't be doing a park run here this weekend, basically because the course is just too muddy and I don't really need that now. It's not what I'm being used to. I've been used to running on roads. With less than 2 weeks, it'll be just over a week come Saturday. There's no way I want to take any chances. Saturday probably for a nice flat surface one, probably Sutcliffe Park because it's nice and close. So I can't believe 13 weeks of this marathon block have now passed. When I started my marathon journey to Brighton back in early January, the second weekend in January, I was suffering with that severe glute issue that somehow I just managed to get it under control and carry on training, and I've got through January with a few issues, and then February I've been looking back at my runs. I've had some great runs throughout the time, throughout the winter months, some 18s, 2 22 milers, 1 23 miler. So looking back at all my long runs, mentally I know that I'm there. I've got the miles in my legs. It's just whether my fitness is not great, it's not where I'd like it to be, but it's a lot better than what it's been for quite a few years. It's an idea to have a little prep the weekend before, not leave it till the last minute. So I'll be checking out all my running kit, checking out the running shoes, making sure they're okay, there's no issues with them. I've probably done almost 100 miles in them now, so they're well and truly broken in now, and they have taken a little while to break in. They were a little bit cardboardish feel to start off with, but they seem to have moulded nicely around my feet now. And one issue that I can really find, there is a bit of a hot spot on the top of my foot. It's never I've never had any actual graze or cut, or it's never cut the skin, should I say, but as a precautionary measure I shall put on some physio tape, because it's really good, it sticks really well. I shall just put a little bit of that on top of my foot, just a little strip where them points are. I've took a photograph on my phone where them points were, so I know exactly where to put the tape. So after I've checked out all my running kit this weekend to make sure there's no issues, because it gives me plenty of time for the rest of the week to sort something out if there is an issue, so don't leave that till the last minute. And the other little thing that I always do at least 5 days before the marathon, it's actually quite an obvious thing really. Well, it's not an obvious thing, but it's something so obvious that some people might forget, is to cut your toenails. Now, I never like doing that the day before the race, the night before the race, because just in case you have a little accident with the scissors or something. So I always like to do that a good 5-6 days before the marathon. So if you do, I don't know, you might just slightly nick yourself or cut too much off the toenail, you still got plenty of time for that to settle down, so you're not going to run with sore toenails for some reason. You know, you never know. I'm sure we've all at some point in our lives have cut our toenails too short and it been slightly sore. So that's something I always do a good 5 days or something, depending, you know, how you feel about that. But checking with travel plans, making sure there's no major roadworks, check the trains if you're travelling by train, just in case there's any engineering work. So you've got plenty of time to sort something out. You just do not want to leave these things to the last minute. Just a couple of tips there for anyone out there who you're a little bit new to marathon running. These little basic little things can easily get overseen. It's just started to rain, so I'm going to do another lap of the park and head home. I hope them couple of little tips help. It's just what I've learned over the years from doing marathons. Always seems to work for me on the day, being prepared and being early as well. So I'll catch you all later, folks, for the weekend for another update, and possibly a maybe a sub 20 park run on the agenda, hopefully. Catch you all later, folks.